Man, what's good, man?
He's already
You know,
eating the
man, I'm
pizza.
just enjoying some victory pizza. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm Russell Brown doing this thing. Feel me? Jared Goff over here dotting up. Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds.
Mm,
Man, the
mm-mm.
most clutch wide receiver we got. Clutch Reynolds. Oh my god. Oh
Wow.
my god.
If you couldn't tell, Ryan is very, very happy. Welcome to the Bank Pro Show. This is a new segment we are doing called Nickels and Dimes,
Nicks
where
and
we're
dimes. Nicks and
Nicks and
dimes,
Dimes,
baby.
where we're going to give you a quick recap of a
Ooh.
primetime game we just covered. And we had to start, of course, with Detroit and Kansas City opening up the season. The game,
Yes,
the
sir.
game just
See
ended,
it?
and if you couldn't tell from his complete elation, the Detroit Lions have defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 21-20. And oh
Mm,
my God, the hype is going to go off the rails for this fucking
mm.
team.
Man, let me tell you. This game started off kind of like how I expected to be honest. I expected both offenses to be sluggish. You know what I
Yes,
mean? I
absolutely.
expected, nerves and whatnot. First game of the season, nationally televised, so on and so forth. Right off the bat, we'll start early in the first quarter, all right? Because
All
we
right.
can analyze this whole game, but early in the first quarter, I thought Kansas City came out blitzing, and they
Yes.
let it be known from the get go. KC is going to blitz the hell out of Jared Goff on third downs, play press man, roll covers to Amon St. Brown, and force you to beat you somewhere else. And for the most part, they were successful. We got to talk about my guy. We got to talk about my guy on defense. We'll start with
Ooh.
CJ Gardner Johnson.
I knew he was coming up for you. That's a bad
CJ
man.
Gardner Johnson. After it was probably like the second play of the game, he had the hit on Pacheco,
Big time hit.
and that set the tone for the rest of the defense.
That
And
was
he
it.
was talking shit after that, and you could tell everyone else fed off of it. We did not
Oh,
have
yeah.
that last year. That was what I was begging for last year. A playmaker on defense that's going to enforce and talk shit like a Cam Chancellor.
Yes, sir.
And that's exactly what he did. His presence was felt in the pass defense and in the run defense.
Yes.
And we that's money well spent
Oh,
for
yeah.
every fucking dime and nickel. Aiden Hutchinson, I thought played extremely well. I thought
Perfect.
he was beating everybody in front of him one on one. They were rolling, covers to him too, or protection to him too. But one thing I noticed about the Chiefs offensive line, and I'm not saying this as a Lions fan. I'm saying this as what I analyzed. They were getting away with a lot of like holding calls
Yeah, I noticed
were
that.
being called.
I saw that.
They were being called until the fourth quarter. So I mean,
Yeah.
we got them when it mattered, but I mean the whole entire game, I felt like Aiden Hutchinson was being held every other play.
Mm.
And I don't know if you noticed, but Jawan Johnson, the right tackle for Kansas City, he was lining up like a whole 5 yards or so behind the fucking
Yeah.
line of scrimmage. But all in all, we dodged some more Mahomes magic.
Dude, yeah. It was shaping up to be another one of those classic Mahomes comeback games. And
Yes.
like you said, you avoided it. Right at the end, you tightened up and definitely
Yes.
got the job done.
Yes. Mahomes was wheeling and dealing. He was dotting up. What did I tell you about that boy Tooney? What
Oh,
did I tell you? If he's your number one receiver, I'm good. And
what
look
a
what happened.
rough fucking night for Kadarius Tooney. Holy shit. Not only was
Three.
he the reason for the pick six, he dropped so many opportunities, first down opportunities. He had what was it was a fucking awful night for him.
And on the flip side, I'll be completely honest and say Marvin Jones had a terrible game too.
Oh, I was just about to get to Marvin Jones too. Ouch for both those
Marvin
guys.
Jones had a terrible game too. I thought he left a lot of meat on the bone.
He left the whole chicken bar. Like,
For
that's
for
it.
a veteran, he was the one I expected to be ready to play. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But man, that fumble he had early on in the game, that kind of just
Ouch.
set the tone for everything else. He had like a drop later on. Him and Goff just couldn't seem to get on the same page.
No.
Um, and that's why Josh Reynolds became so valuable because Josh Reynolds, excuse me, has been playing with Goff since they were in St. Louis.
You were just so excited, and I just want to let you get some of this energy that I know you've been bottling up for the last couple hours
I'm
here.
saving it. I'm saving it. I'm saving it. There's a time for me to unleash it, and it's not yet.
Yeah,
So
I feel you.
you know
Well,
what I'm saying?
the only thing I really have for Kansas City, and like you were saying, it was a progression. Getting to the second half, Mahomes started to cook, and he started getting a little more comfortable. Honestly, this is a tale of receivers letting down their quarterback. There was on Kansas City side lots of blown coverages, lots of blown drop. I mean, just drops all over the place. Not to mention both sides, but like, oh my God, Mahomes was trying to will this team to a fucking finish, and just, oh my God, I haven't seen Kansas City in shambles like that in a long time. And I know you can't put it all on Kelsey not being there and having that presence there, but boy, like even people like we preach about, like Sky Moore, like even he couldn't do it all today. Like there was a lot of spreading around on offense, and no one was playing hero ball. No one was taking over the game and letting Mahomes kind of make that magic happen. I will say, like you said, Kansas City's defense, I think, played stellar for everything that
Mm-hmm.
happened, especially someone like a Nick Bolton, who I was watching him
Whew.
fly all over the fucking field. So Nick Bolton, I think, is going to be someone to watch this year. I would say that, especially the third quarter, the Chiefs defense really did start tightening up very well. They started covering Amon-Ra St. Brown and making Gibbs get some fits in that third quarter, where I thought the tie was going to kind of change in their favor. It was just, this was a fun game, but kind of a messy game to watch on both sides of the ball there. But yeah, Kansas City, damn, you need Kelsey back immediately. Going for it on 4th and 25. What the fuck? I know you have Mahomes, but your receivers have been dropping shit all night. That was kind of a weird Andy Reid call, because he's not using that kind of aggressive play caller. And I was expecting some kind of trickery or some, I don't know, but they were just like, nope, 4th and 25 on our own, like fucking 10 yards. Let's fucking go for it. I was like, what? That's a Madden thing. Like, what the fuck is this? So
You know
that
what?
was a little uncharacteristic, but whatever.
You know, on that fourth down, and I think one previous where Detroit didn't convert.
Right. That,
Um,
oh, yeah.
both of those fourth downs, to be honest with you, CJ, I would have went for it too.
In certain situations, I don't blame him.
You
That one
know,
just seemed a
it's
little odd.
no, it's okay. So Andy Reid and Dan Campbell, two extremely confident head coaches, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna go for broke every single time. And you know what? I'm like that too. So
Uh,
if we're not trying to win, if we're just trying not to lose, then get that shit the fuck away from me. Because I'm trying to win. All right. And that's what I appreciate from these two head coaches.
I mean, I get it. I play the same way at Madden too. I just know for myself, I blow it every fucking time. So I figured they were a little bit
Hey,
smarter, but hey,
it's
you're right. You got to win.
real life football is it's a
Yeah,
little different. It's a little
little
different.
different, little different. Go on with your
Um,
Detroit Lions. I know you're about to fucking bust.
man. Like I was saying, that boy Amon-Ra St. Brown was a problem in the slot all game long. All game long. Whenever he saw one-on-one coverage, Goff looked his way every single time, and he won every single time.
Crazy good. I can't believe how good he was tonight.
He was the go-to guy from the get-go, as expected, but
Yep.
he was consistent. You know, he
Yeah.
made catches exactly when we needed him to make catches. I thought Ben Johnson, the play calling was okay today. I thought Ben Johnson called creative plays for
Yes.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes, indeed.
He lined them up in the slot. He lined them up in the backfield sometimes. He moved them around a lot, and I like that because St. Brown, I feel like he's versatile enough to throw him anywhere. And St. Brown, as we saw tonight, thrived.
Hey.
One corner that I thought played him pretty well though, and I'll give him props, is L'Jarius Sneed.
Yes.
There was a couple times L'Jarius Sneed had pretty good covers on St. Brown and had a pass breakup, I believe, on a corner route
I
along the
believe he did.
sidelines. So hats off to him, but for the most part, my boy Amon-Ra St. Brown was eating out there, and he had the first celly of the season. You see him, he was I know you seen it.
I saw it. I definitely saw it.
Man, and let me tell you about your boy, David Montgomery. He is so steady. He I can count on him to get 4 or 5 yards every time he totes the rock.
That's right.
And you know what? I'm good with that. Because late in games, when the defense gets tired and you're driving the ball downfield, guess what's the
Montgomery's your
defense'
guy.
worst nightmare? A
That's right.
fucking sledgehammer power back like David Montgomery. And
David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs together are going to be a fucking problem.
I was just gonna get there. Jahmyr Gibbs looks extremely explosive. Like,
I can't believe how fast he is.
oh, like you blink and he's first down. Oh shit.
Right. Just the speed. It's not even the fact that he's just fast. It's that his timing is impeccable. He knows when to turn the jets on.
Yes.
And you can't really teach that.
And he's 0 to 60, like
exactly
in an instant.
That shit was nuts.
He's got some real life sauce. Like,
yeah.
He can be special. All in all, man, I'm very pleased with the defense.
Yes. They played great.
They're improving, and I'm trying to hold back a little bit because I know Kansas City was without their best player in Travis Kelce, right?
That's right.
So I'm trying to, stay present and still keep that in the back of my mind. But offensively, to be honest with you, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy we won, but we left a lot to be desired. Like I said, the fumble we had with Marvin Jones, one drive, we were driving the ball down the field. We got into Kansas City territory, bad snap. We lose like 10 yards and we end up punting. Man, it was just like little drives like that. Like, we can't continuously show flashes of being the same old Lions.
That's true. There was a little bit of the old Lions I definitely noticed. And there was a lot that was new and amazing to watch. So
yes, absolutely. Don't get me wrong, like the same old Lions, it didn't overshadow everything that we, worked to be. We did the Lions work to be, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But the little flashes were there, and we can't have too many of those because if Kansas City has Travis Kelce, we lose that game by 10, 13 points.
But yes, great fucking win. Now I will ask, is there an asterisk behind this win? Or is this just going to be a win? Good answer.
Because Kansas City had every chance to win this game. They had every opportunity to capitalize. And you know what? They didn't. It's a team effort. Mahomes did what he did, but the receivers couldn't catch the ball.
Nope. Couldn't catch the fucking cold.
Guess what? When Jared Goff had to throw to Laporta and Reynolds, guess what? They caught the ball and they made plays.
That's right.
So we deserved this W. We worked for this W. We earned this W.
Earned it. Yes, sir. Oh man, what is gonna be such a fucking great season? I can't fucking wait.
It is. What a way to kick the season off. This was a great game to kick the season off.
It really was. Highly entertaining. It was crazy on both sides. I was glued the entire fucking game. That's all you want from your premiere. So here we go. Fucking all bets are off. Let's fucking go. Hopefully the Bears show me some magic on Sunday. Please, Lord. I don't want to get embarrassed this in the fucking division already, but we'll see how it goes.